Hello everyone, it is a beautiful day today. My name is Nicky Smith. I'm an accredited genealogist in the Great Lakes region, and I'm excited to be here today to talk to you about the FamilySearch historical image search feature. FamilySearch can proudly say that it has more than 3 billion indexed records available on its site. However, that's only part of the story and only part of their accomplishment. 80% of the historical records digitized by FamilySearch have not been indexed. Experienced researchers understood these unindexed records obviously contain a wealth of information, and they have used the FamilySearch catalog to identify unindexed records in the areas that they are researching. FamilySearch has introduced a new search experience to help more people connect with more records. A few months ago, FamilySearch rolled out Explore Historical Images. Let's take this new search experience on a test drive. To access the historical images, click the Search tab on the top of the page and choose Images from the drop-down menu. It's important to note that the historical images search contains only digitized records and does not list any undigitized material at the Family History Library. So historical images will not completely replace the catalog yet. FamilySearch has a counter at the top of the page showing a running total of the historical images being uploaded. There are currently more than 4 billion, billion with a B, uploaded right now. On average, 100 images are uploaded every 10 seconds. Amazing. FamilySearch has modified the digitization process. In the past, historical records were imaged out in the field. Those images were sent back to FamilySearch, where they underwent quality checks and batch processing. If the images did not pass the quality check, the historical records had to be imaged again. Now FamilySearch camera crews are trained in quality control and can upload their images directly to FamilySearch with very minimal processing, making the images available to researchers and family historians much, much faster. Okay, let's go ahead and search. The historical image search is based on geographical locations, so we'll enter a place name here. We can also use more search options and show an advanced search. There's even an option to add a digital film number and search for that. It will take you directly to that. In this case, we're just going to begin with a basic search. We'll need to decide where we'd like to search. My grandparents lived in Ely, Nevada for a time, and I'm wondering what records are available there. Now, because most of the United States records are held on the county level, I'll add the county, White Pine, to the search bar. Notice FamilySearch brings up the standard place name and gives us a bit of history about the jurisdiction at the same time. White Pine County was established in 1869. If I was doing research in an area before the date FamilySearch gives me, I would want to determine what the parent jurisdiction is to make sure I'm covering all my bases. So we'll click on the standard place name and click search. We end up with 40 results. Here on the website, we have a column for place, date, record type, image count, title, volume, and archival reference number. Along the left-hand side, we have a map, which we will discuss a little later, the place we're currently researching, and places within, which allows us to narrow our search down. In this case, in our 40 results, you can see it's not just county records, but also town records or city records as well. Ward and Egan come up. Because I know my family lived in Ely, I'm going to go ahead and narrow the search to Ely. I've got 19 results. By the date, you can start to see if these records are going to be helpful for you. Because I know that my family left Ely in the mid-1940s, I know that obituaries from 2012 are not going to be as helpful. So let's look at the rest of the results. All of them are obituaries from the 2000s, except this one. This one looks interesting. My grandparents buried 2 little girls in Ely in the 1940s. My mother told me that the girls were buried in the Ely City Cemetery. Let's take a look and see what these records are. Not all of the images on the historical image search are directly from FamilySearch camera crews. Many are the digitized microfilm in the FamilySearch collection. On the right hand of the screen, you can see it contains a list of items on this microfilm. I will warn you that the items are not necessarily in the right order. We have to scroll down quite a ways before we find Ely. Now let's find the cemetery records for Ely. This is the thumbnail view. We can also click on an image so we can see it larger, and then use thumbnails at the top to move us to where we'd like to be. This particular record is from Montello, Elk County, Nevada, so that's not quite what we want. So if we move forward, we can locate the cemetery records for Ely in White Pine County, Nevada. Let's see what these records are about. The name of the cemetery, Ely Cemetery. So that's the cemetery that I'm looking for. We have the lot number and the number, the name, age, date of birth, place of birth, date of death, but it doesn't seem to have any sort of organization. We don't know if they walked the cemetery or if they had other records that they were pulling from. Not only can we use the thumbnails at the top, we can also use the arrows to slowly move through the images. Or we can jump directly to an image. Here is the entry for Loretta, and 2 lines down, here's Lola. This is fabulous. It gives their birth date and their death date, and it even tells me that Lola passed away when she was 2 months and 10 days old. This is important verification because the last time my mom was in Ely, she discovered that the soft stone and the harshness of the desert climate have completely eroded these headstones and they're unreadable. So it's nice to be able to have this verification that they are buried there. Now that I've found this amazing record, what should I do with it? Well, of course, I'm going to attach it to Family Tree. At the top of the page, we can see the Attach to Family Tree, and we'll click on that. It requires a source title, and it automatically fills in, but this is not the source title that we want because the particular source that we want is not in the Ulster County Cemetery records. So we'll go ahead and erase that. and we will add the Ely City Cemetery index. And we will want to abstract the information that we found on the record and add it to the notes section. And now we're going to select a person. When we click person, you can see that Loretta doesn't automatically come up, and there's no place to type her name in. So we will need to use her personal identifier number. There's Loretta. She's already selected. Yeah, it asks us for a reason. The reason that we're going to give is that this record gives documentation for Lola's birth, death, and burial place. And we're going to attach that to the family tree. Let's do one more search. The FamilySearch blog has had several articles recently on Armenian research. I wonder what records they have available. If I type in Armenia, so we're going to go ahead and choose this 1920 to 1991, and we're going to hit search. And over here we can click on search by map area. So if we wanted to come over a little bit and hit update, it will actually update with new results. So let's choose one of these sections. We need to click on the name of the town or county or country that we're researching in. This area has thousands of pages of vital records, birth records, church records, death records, and marriage records. Let's choose one to look at for just a second. The images are clear and easy to read. The only thing I have left to do is learn to read Armenian. We hope you explore the historical image search soon, and we hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you, everyone.